Morning stretch. And my name is Marissa. Let's start just by standing. We have our feet hip width and parallel. We have our hands down by our side. Sweep the arms out and all the way up. Stay standing tall. Just lower your hands down by your side. Do that 3 more times. Inhaling, the arms go out and up. Exhaling, the arms go out and down. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, the arms out and up. Exhale, the arms out and down. Do it 1 more time. Inhale, the arms out and up. Exhale, the arms out and down. Let's do that same thing with the arms, but we'll twist to the right when we do it. So we'll inhale the arms up and we'll twist to the right. We'll exhale, the arms come down. We're back to center. So keep going to the right. Up to the right and down and center. 2 more. Up to the right and down and center. 1 more. Up to the right and down and center. Do that to the left. Up to the left and down and center. 3 more. Up to the left and down and center. 2 more. Up to the left and down and center. 1 more. Up to the left and down and center. Open your arms out to a T shape and bend your knees. Then put your hands on your thighs. Then come back to stand. Open the arms to a T shape. Bend the knees, hands on the thighs. Come back to stand. 2 more. Arms out. And then they come down onto the knees. And we come to stand. 1 more. Arms out. And then down onto the knees. And then come to stand. Lift your shoulders up, back, and down. 3 more. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Up, back, and down. 1 more. Up, back, and down. Add your elbows in with that. So the elbows come up, back, and down. 3 more. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Up, back, and down. 1 more. Up, back, and down. Add your arms with that. Up, back, and down. 3 more. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Up, back, and down. 1 more. Up, back, and down. Take your hands to hold onto your hip bones. Take your legs super wide apart, wider than your shoulders. Your toes are facing forward, so even though the feet are very wide apart, they're still maintaining the parallel. So the 2 feet are still parallel to each other. They're maintaining the parallelness. Let's take the arms up to a letter V. So your whole body is in a letter X. Take your left hand to hold your left hip and take your right hand to tap your left toes while you're keeping your legs straight. And then come back up. And then let's take this hand down. Take both arms to a letter V. Take your right hand to hold your right hip bone. Take this left hand to tap your right toes while you're keeping your legs straight. Come back up. Let's take both arms up. Take the left hand to the left hip. Now when you tap the right hand to the left toes, bend your knees. And then come back up. Keep going that same side. 7, up. 6, up. 5, up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, up. Take both arms up. Take your right hand to your right hip bone. When we tap the left hand to the right toes, we're going to bend both knees. 8, up. 7, up. 6, up. 5, up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, up. Arms come up to a letter V. Take your hands to your hips. Heel toe the feet just under the shoulders. So they're still wide, but not that super wide. Bend your knees and tap your hands down to the ground in front of your feet. So the hands are shoulder distance apart. They're centered. And then your hands come back to your hips. You come back up to stand with straight legs. So we're bending and straightening. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up. 8, heel toe your feet to come right under your hips. Your feet are hip width and parallel. The feet are only maybe 5, 6 inches apart. From here, let's lift the right knee up. Notice how the right foot is landing. It's not relaxed, it's flexed. It's landing right under the knee. So you have the sharp right angle of the right leg, and then step the foot down. Be mindful where you're stepping the foot. So the feet don't come together. There's still that hip width and parallel. That right foot comes up and down. 3 up and down. 4 up and down. 5 up and down. 6 up and down. 7 up and down. 8 up. Let's do the left knee. We're going to lift the left knee up. We'll stay here. Notice how the foot is not relaxed. It's flexed. You're hugging the toes, pulling towards your nose. It's like you're standing on a very high step out in front of you. The left knee is in line with the left hip. We'll lower this foot down, the feet hip width and parallel. 2 up and down. 3 up and down. 4 up and down. 5 up and down. 6 up and down. 7 up and down. 8 up and down. Let's take the arms straight up to the sky. We'll bend the knees and tap the hands down to the floor. The hands are shoulder distance apart in front of the feet. And then we'll take the hands to the hips and come back up to stand. So we'll go sky, floor, hips. 3 sky, floor, hips. 4 sky, floor, hips. 5 sky, floor, hips. 6 sky, floor, hips. 7 sky, floor, hips. 8 sky, floor, hips. Let's add to that knee up. So after we come back with the hands on the hips, we'll lift the right knee up. We'll do this on the right 8 times. We'll go sky, floor, hips, and knee up. We'll take the foot down. Sky, floor, hips, and down. 3 sky, floor, hips, and down. 4 sky, floor, hips, and down. 5 sky, floor, hips, and down. 6 sky, floor, hips, and down. 7 sky, floor, hips, and down. 8 sky, floor, hips, and down. Let's do that on the left side. So when we come with the hands on the hips, we'll lift the left knee up 8 times. Sky, floor, hips, and down. 2 sky, floor, hips, and down. 3 sky, floor, hips, and down. 4 sky, floor, hips, and down. 5 sky, floor, hips, and down. 6 sky, floor, hips, and down. 7 sky, floor, hips, and down. 8 sky, floor, hips, and down. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Take your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Step your right foot forward. We'll keep the knees bent. Step your left foot forward. Your knees are bent. And then come to stand. Release your hands down. Take your hands to your hips. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Take your hands to prayer. Step your left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. The knees are bent. Come to stand. Sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward. Come only parallel to the ground so that the crown of your head is reaching forward and your arms are in a T shape. Then turn the palms up and rise up. Let's do that again. Just coming halfway to the ground, not all the way ground. Notice how the crown of your head is not dropping down. It's reaching forward and then come back up. 2 more. Only coming forward and up. 1 more time. Forward and up. Let's go forward with the arms out to a T shape. Then lower your hands down. They're not touching the ground. The arms are landing right under the shoulders. The head of the arm bones are plugged up and into the shoulder sockets. So you're creating a trench between your shoulder blades. Come to stand, the hands by your side. Let's just hinge forward, the arms under the shoulders, and come up. 3 down and up. 4 down and up. Notice how that down is really just parallel to the ground and up. 6 forward and up. 7 forward and up. 8 forward and up. Come to stand up, sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward, this time go all the way down to the ground. The hands come outside of your feet. You're on high finger pads. Bend your knees and drop your head. Slide your right leg long back behind. You're in a low lunge. Take your right foot off the mat to the left, so you're in a diagonal lunge. And then tap your right knee outside your right elbow. Go back to that diagonal. 7, diagonal. 6, diagonal. 5, diagonal. 4, diagonal. 3, diagonal. 2, diagonal. 1, stay in the diagonal lunge. Plant your right hand flat and lift your left arm to the ceiling. Your back knee is off the ground. Scoop this left arm inside of the left thigh. So it's from the outside of the leg, you're scooping to the inside. Look to the right. So the left arm comes up, scoop under. 3, scoop. 4, scoop. 5, scoop. 6, scoop. 7, scoop. 8, scoop. Take this arm up. Take this left hand down to high finger pads. Pop your right hand up to high finger pads. From this diagonal lunge, step your right foot long back behind you on the mat. You're in a regular lunge. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, lift to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold over. Step your left leg long back behind. You're in a low lunge. Take your left foot off the mat to the right. You're in a diagonal lunge. Tap your left knee outside your left elbow. 8, diagonal. 7, diagonal. 6, diagonal. 5, diagonal. 4, diagonal. 3, diagonal. 2, diagonal. 1, diagonal. Stay in the diagonal lunge with the back knee off the ground. Plant your left hand flat. Lift your right arm to the ceiling. From the outside of the right leg, scoop this arm to the inside as you look to the left, and then lift it back up. 2, scoop and lift. 3, lift. 4, lift. 5, lift. 6, lift. Turn your head as you go. 7, lift. 8. We'll take this right hand down to high finger pads outside of the right foot. We'll pop the left hand up to high finger pads. We'll step the left foot long back behind us to a low lunge. We'll walk the back foot forward. The feet are hip width and parallel. Straighten your legs. Inhale, lift to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale, lift to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Set your whole back sole of the foot up, down. So your feet have a lot of length between them, and they're still maintaining that width apart. So it's hip width apart. They're not like on imaginary train track. I'm sorry, they are on an imaginary train track. They're not on an imaginary tightrope. Let's reach the arms forward and up, and then come forward and down. 3 more, forward and up, forward and down. 2 more, forward and up, forward and down. One more, forward and up. Let's stay here. Bend your front knee and steer your right hip bone forward, and then arc backward, stretch here. Come upright. Instead of just coming to stand at the front of the mat with the arms up, when we come forward, we'll go all the way into a forward bend. So when we step forward, we're going to fold in on ourselves with the feet hip width and parallel. Try it now. Go all the way to a forward bend. Inhale, lift to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale, lift to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your left leg long back behind. Set the whole back sole of the foot down. So again, we're imagining that we're standing on train tracks instead of a tightrope. So we have this length between the legs, and we also have width, that hip width apart. So the whole back sole of the foot is down. Let's reach the arms forward and up. We'll go forward and down. 3 more, forward and up. Forward and down. 2 more, forward and up. Forward and down. 1 more, forward and up. Let's stay here. We'll bend the front knee and steer the left hip bone forward. Then arc backward, stretch here. Ground down through the left pinky blade of your foot to give you some anchoring, some stability. Then rise up. Now, instead of just coming to stand with the arms up, we're going to come forward and fold in on ourselves. We'll go all the way to a forward bend. Try that now. Go all the way to a forward bend. Inhale, lift to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale, lift to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Set your whole back foot down. Reach your arms forward and up. Then open from warrior 1 to warrior 2, that you're opening your hips and you're opening your arms. So there's some width across the shoulders. There's some width across the hips. The feet are still hip width apart, and there's all that length between them as well. From here, let's just come to stand at the front of the mat. The arms are down by our side. The feet land hip width and parallel. Sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward, the arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your left leg long back behind. Set the whole back sole of the foot down. So you're really gluing that left pinky blade of the foot down. Let's reach the arms forward and up. It's a warrior 1. Again, we have that hip width between the feet as well as all the length. Then we'll open to warrior 2, Reproduction 2. The feet are still hip width apart, but now there's this width across the hips, across the shoulders, opening up across the chest. Breathe here, Reproduction 2. Feel how your arms are being pulled apart. Let your hands are magnetized towards each other. Your legs are pulled apart, but your feet are magnetized towards each other. Come to stand, your hands just go down by your side. The feet land hip width and parallel. Sweep your arms out and up. Dive forward, the arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Set the whole back foot down. Reverse cartwheel your arms. Come up to warrior 2, Reproduction 2. Turn your palms up. Rest your left forearm on your left thigh. Right arm over your ear. Create a very sharp diagonal line from your right ankle to your right wrist. So this very sharp diagonal line. Let's come back up to warrior 2, Reproduction 2. Let's come to stand at the front of the mat. Sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward, the arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Left leg goes long back behind. Set the whole sole of the foot down. Reverse cartwheel the arms. Come up to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your palms up. Rest your right forearm down. Left arm over the ear. Make this arm on a diagonal off the ground. So there's a sharp diagonal line from your left ankle to your left wrist. So you can rotate to look up to the inside of this left arm. This left arm is going back by your left ear. Return to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Come to stand at the front of the mat. Let's put a few things together. Sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward, the arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Set the whole foot down. Come up to warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. And then come down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. 1 more. We'll come up and stay up. We'll lean backwards. Just come upright. Step all the way into a forward bend. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Same exact right leg goes long back behind. Set the foot down. Reverse cartwheel the arms, warrior 2. Turn the palms up. Rest your left forearm down. Right arm over the ear. You're in a side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Return upwards to warrior 2. Come to stand at the front of the mat. Sweep the arms out and up. Let's do that on the second side. Dive forward and all the way down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Left leg goes long back behind. The whole back foot goes down. Reach your arms forward and up. And then forward and down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. 1 more. Up, stay back, reach your heart towards the sky, like you're presenting your heart to the sky. Come upright, step all the way into a forward bend. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your same exact left leg long back behind. Set the foot down. Reverse cartwheel the arms. Come up to warrior 2. Turn your palms up. Rest your right forearm down. Left arm over the ear. You're in this modified side angle, Parsvakonasana. Return to warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Come to stand at the front of the mat. Sweep the arms out and up. Dive forward, the arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Take your back knee down and point your back foot. Take your hands onto your front thigh, then lift your shoulders over your hips. Send your front knee and your hips forward, and then return upright. 3 more. Come forward and up. 2 more. Forward and up. 1 more. Forward and up. Let's take the hands to high finger pads, framing the front foot. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Walk your back foot forward. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Take your left leg long back behind. Take your back knee down. Point your back foot. Take your hands to your front thigh. Send your hips and your front knee forward and return upright. 3 more. Forward and up. 2 more. Forward and up. 1 more. Forward and up. Take your hands to high finger pads, framing your front foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Walk your back foot forward. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Stay standing tall. Lower your hands to hold on to your hip bones. Just like we were doing in the beginning, lift your right knee up. But now open your right knee out to the side. It dips down a little bit to make a circle and come back up. 2 out, around and up. 3 out, around and up. 4 out, around and up. 5 out, around and up. 6 out, around and up. 7 out, around and up. 8 out, around and up. Step this foot down. Let's lift the left knee up. We'll open the left knee out to the side. To make a circle, it kind of dips down behind you and then comes forward and up. 2 out, around and up. 3 out, around and up. 4 out, around and up. 5 out, around and up. 6 out, around and up. 7 out, around and up. 8 out, around and up. Step the foot down. Separate the feet as wide as the shoulders. Separate the feet wider than the shoulders. The toes are facing forward and the feet are parallel to each other. Keep your hands on your hips and fold forward only halfway down, that the crown of your head is reaching forward. Then lower your hands down to high finger pads under your shoulders. Keep your heels down, but walk your hands forward without lifting your heels. So your heels stay down. Your torso is parallel to the ground. Plant your hands flat. Drop your head and then tug your heart backwards between your thighs. So you're not going to get all the way between your thighs, but you're just going in that direction of your heart melting backwards between your thighs. Come forward with your shoulders over your wrists. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Slide your right leg long back behind, followed by the left leg. You're in a plank position. Walk backwards onto your mat so that your hands are under your shoulders. Your feet are long back behind you, hip width apart. Breathe here. Go upwards and backwards, downward facing dog. You look like an upside down V. Stretching out. Come forward to plank, your shoulders over your wrists. Go upwards and backwards, downward facing dog. Do that again. Come forward to plank. Go upwards and backwards, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Take your knees down. Move your knees forward under your hips. Pop your hands up onto high finger pads. Your toes are tucked. Walk your hands backwards. Take your hands to your hips. Step your right leg out to the right side. The toes are facing forward. Return that knee under you. 7 out and in. 6 out and in. 5 out and in. 4 out and in. 3 out and in. 2 out and in. 1 out. Stay with the leg out. Reach the arms up. Stretch over to the right. Come back up. Take your hands to your hips. Return the knee in. Let's try to simultaneously step the right leg out and reach the arms over to the right. Simultaneously coming in. 2 in. 3 in. 4 in. 5 in. 6 in. 7 in. 8 in. Let's keep the hands on the hips and step the left foot out to the left side. The toes are facing forward, and then we'll return the knee back in. 2 out and in. 3 in. 4 in. 5 in. 6 in. 7 in. 8, keep the leg out, reach the arms up, side bend over to the left. Come back up, the hands come to the hips, the knee comes in. Let's simultaneously, we'll step the left foot out as we reach to the left with the arms. 8, in, 7, in, 6, in, 5, in, 4, in, 3, in, 2, in, 1, in. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Come to stand with your legs straight. The feet are hip width and parallel. Reach your arms straight up. The hands are shoulder distance apart. The palms face forward. Keep your legs straight and fold forward with straight legs. Your hands come down to touch your feet. Drop your head. Keep your legs straight. Reach the arms forward and then up. Your palms face forward. Turn your palms out. Just stay standing tall and lower your hands down by your side. Take your hands to prayer at heart center. Let's sweep the arms out and all the way up. Stay standing tall. Lower your hands down by your side. Hands to prayer. 3 more. Out, around, and up. Out, down, and prayer. 2 more. Out, around, and up. Out, down, and prayer. 1 more. Out, around, and up. Out, down, and prayer. Thank you so much for joining me in this morning stretch. My name is Marissa. Let me come unmute.